Welcome to our 2022 Avenger 16 RD. Starting right in your back bumper here. If you just kind of reach in that hole, pull it on out of there. Inside of the back bumper, you're going to find your sewer hose. And if we can get it out of here, there we go. Just take note of those two ears and the adapter there. It's how they're hooking it up to your sewer system. And the hose itself, once fully extended, is about 20 feet long. Just keeping it stored in the bumper back here to help keep any sort of stench out of the unit, keep things that bit cleaner. And that cap just presses back into place. In this corner, as well as each corner of the trailer, you're going to find these stabilizer jacks. All they do is they run down, contact the ground, give it another turn or so just to firm it up, and that'll get rid of any sort of bounce or sway that you see got in the unit right now, just to keep things firm while you're out camping. Straight up from there is a cable and satellite inlet. Coax cable plugs into there, fires up at your TV location. A couple of steps forward, exhaust for your furnace there, so if you're ever running your furnace, you just make sure it's not blocked off. It does get hot. Right in front of that is your short cord inlet, so as you pop this open, you're going to find a little notch in the bottom corner there. It's going to line up with this notch here. Press those in together, and a little 8th turn will lock it into place, and then you get the threaded collar in the back there to properly lock it down. As you follow the cord back, you're going to find a standard 30 amp end there. Most campsites will have that. You can plug straight on in and you're good to go. We do also provide you with a 15 amp adapter, so if you're looking to plug in at home to charge your batteries or run your fridge, you got the power to do so. A couple more steps forward and get your exterior shower here. So you're going to get a key just like this guy here. You can stick it on into there and open her up. Hot and cold water, of course, standard 3-foot hose with the standard head. So you've got the dog out getting muddy, you can spray him off before he gets inside. Once you're done, you're just wrapping it around the handles there, lock it back down. Right beside it is your city water connection. So as you pop this cap out, your water hose will plug into there, turn on the water, and that'll pressurize the water lines throughout the unit. Straight down underneath that is your sewer system. So you're going to kind of press on this cap here, give it a turn, you can pop it on out of there. You see it's got the same 2 ears on it that your sewer hose had. It'll attach the same way where you're just pressing it in and kind of turning it until it locks in. On the left, you get a black valve. On the right, you get a gray. Gray valve's controlling your gray tank. Gray tank is going to be filled from your sinks as well as your shower. Typically going to be your cleanest water. We're going to dump that last. First, you're going to do your black. Black tank is filled from your toilet. Of course, going to be your dirtiest water. That's, of course, going first. Kind of right behind all that, we've got your low point drains. You just get those 2 little caps there. You just unscrew those. Allows the water system to drain itself out. One into your storage compartment here. So as you open it up, you get that little finger latch on the side there, just holds it open for you. Inside of here, you'll find your water hose. Inside of the water hose is going to be that park adapter. So your 30 amp cord into there, 15 to a standard household outlet. Right behind it, you get this little jack here. That just sticks into all your stabilizers so you can run them up and down. Around to the front of the unit here, you get this little black box. That's your battery box. It's got your battery housed inside of there. As long as you're plugged into that short cord in the back or your 7-pin to your tow vehicle, that battery is charging for you. The propane tank's right underneath here. You're just going to reach up the back, and you can get that valve there and turn it open. It's just a standard 20-pound propane tank. On the other end of the unit here, we got a fear and solar panel plug-in. Fear and solar panel will plug into there, charges your batteries. Other end of your storage compartment, same sort of figure latch on the left side there to hold it open. Bottle opener right by the entry door here. Right beside that's your hot water tank. So you just get this keyway there, you can line that up and you can pop it on open. All your controls for turning it on are just inside the unit. Before turning it on though, you just want to hit this relief valve right there. You should be getting that water coming out. If you're not getting any water coming out, there is a chance that it's empty and you do run the risk of burning out your elements. So you just want to make sure it's full before filling it up. GFI protected outlet here. So if you ever got, if you're looking to have power outside, you got the power to do so. Inside's just your reset. Fresh water tank filler right here. Your water hose will plug into there, turn on the water, and that fills up your fresh water tank. The drain for it, I just got going right there. It's just another little cap there. Just loosen it off, drains itself out. Little leash latch in the back. So if you've got the dog with you, you can tie him down. And then in the back of the unit, get your spare tire there, as well as your pre-wired mount for a rear view or observation camera. As we're coming inside, your stove vent here, you just get that little flap. You're going to open that up, make sure that it's opened up so that your fan inside can evacuate any sort of fumes from your stove. Once you're done, just clicking it into place prevents any dust from kicking up in there. Your assist handle here just up 90 degrees and you can falls into place. Then you can open up your door. If you've got your door wide open, it does contact your awning arm. So if you're going to be running your awning, you want your door at about 90 degrees or so. For your step, you're just going to grab it, pull straight out, flip that last step over, then you can step inside. As you come inside, first things first, right on the left there, you get your fire extinguisher. That's standard. Pull the pin, point, and shoot. Right beside it's your LP detector. Propane's heavier than air, sits on the floor. That guy detects it and starts going off just like a smoke detector would. The smoke detector is straight up from it. There we go. Light switches here, so center right there. You get your one interior light, does that one entry light. The rest of the lights throughout the unit are just on their own little center push buttons here. Light switch on the right does your awning light outside. Awning itself is on this switch here. Press and hold the bottom of that and it'll make its way out. Once that awning's fully extended, we're going to see a little black flap come down as well as the black of the metal tube. Once you see that, you're going to stop. If you're to continue extending, it can actually wind itself up backwards, in which case your fabric would be underneath the tube, allowing it to then hold water, accelerating the growth of mold and mildew. It's just a little bit sticky today, so we'll just bring it back. And there it is. So there's the tubes. We'll stop right there. Now, if it were to start raining, it's of course going to hold some water anyway. So what you can do is grab either arm, front or rear. You're just going to pull straight down on it. And you can see that changes the pitch of the awning out at the head, allowing water to then run off. Now, if you like that angle better, because it does give you a bit more shade, you can do the same thing with the arm up front. Before you bring it back in, though, you just want to make sure these guys are back out straight and fully extended, just so you're not running the risk of bending them. Then you're going to press and hold the top of that switch, and the awning will make its way back in. Again, you're just watching to make sure that your fabric's over top of the tube and that your door is at 90 degrees. And the last thing to keep in mind with your awning is it does catch a lot of wind. So once you get up to about 15-20 kilometers an hour wind, you want to bring it back in, again, just so you're not running the risk of bending your arms. The two red switches there, so one on the right here, you got your water heater. So as you turn that switch on, you get that little red light up there letting you know the ignition sequence will start. Once it's started, it goes out, and you can see that, you can hear that hot water tank going. If that red light were to come on after its third try, it's going to come on and stay on. At that point, just off back on to reset it. Water pump switch on the left there, turn that switch on, turns on your water pump, drawing out of your fresh tank to pressurize your lines. Battery here, you can see we're currently C for charging. G would be good, F is fair, L is low. The fresh tank, as you fill that up, will go to a third, 2/3 and full. Same idea for your black and your gray tanks. The front here, TV backers right up on the wall, antenna outlet right there, turning that antenna on, just that little button there, get that green light letting you know it is turned on. Sided to cable and satellite outlet, get your power outlet there as well. Stereo here, Bluetooth speaker really is all it is, just get the power button there, USB charging on the wall there as well. That is its charging dock as well. Storage across the top here. Right. That emergency exit over there, you'd be pulling that red tab on the left to get rid of the screen, take your handle there, throw it outside, hop on out. Into the bathroom. Come in here, light button, it's just on its own center push button there. Get your toilet there, just flips on open, you get your flusher on the right side, some storage right beside it, GFI protected outlet on the wall there, test on the left, reset in the center, so if you ever have outlets don't work, it's the first thing you should check. Hot and cold water at the sink, of course, and then just some storage underneath it, just being mindful of your drains and your water lines. In the shower, you get the standard head and hose, hot and cold water, of course, and straight up from there you get your roof vent. You just turn that knob to open it up. Back corner, you get the switch, turn on the fan. Kind of out the door from there, got your thermostats. This is going to be for your furnace with that cider all the way over to the left. That's it turned off. As we move it to the right, you'll hear it click, and that's it then turned on. All the way over to the right, it's going to be max heat. Anywhere in the center there is kind of your temp selection. Slide it all the way over to the left till it clicks, and that'll turn it off. Okay. In the kitchen, your lights again, just center push buttons. The doors here, they just flip on open. Get your binder there. It's got all of your owner's manuals in it, any remotes, anything like that, you're going to find right in there. Hot and cold water at the sink. Again, just a little bit of storage underneath it. If you're looking to winterize the unit yourself once it comes time, that one screw right there will take this panel out of the way. You get access to your hot water tank. And your water pump is just right behind this panel here. Get your two drawer spaces here as well. Microwave, pretty standard, just like home. You also get your range vent here as well as your light. So for your stove, you're going to turn that knob over to light, grab a lighter. Fires right up. Lights in the back here, again, just center push buttons. You can see the dinette is currently set up as the dinette. If you were to take the table, wiggle it up and out of its legs, the table will then sit onto the kind of three ledges there. Take your two back cushions to fill on the table and creates your bed. 12-volt fridge here. So as long as your batteries are charging, this guy's going for you. Fridge down low, freezer up top. Up above that's your air conditioner. So you have two low fan controls, then a high fan. So that's of course just moving air. There's no cooling involved. Once you get into low cool, that's where it'll have the compressor come in and it'll give you cooling. Then you get your high cool there as well. In the back, you do have this temp control knob. You're just going to be leaving that in max cool. We do not have a heat pump installed, so heat will not work. You're just going to leave that in max cool. So this right here would be your furnace itself. So once it's fired up, you can actually see in the bottom left corner the little blue glow of that flame. So it's kind of nice to be able to just kind of confirm that it is working. Do keep in mind that it is not ducted. It's just dumping all of its air right here. So if you're looking to move the air forward and back, you're going to have your air conditioner fan on low or high just to help move that air forward and back. Power converter right beside it. You're going to press the top and center. It'll pop on open. All of your breakers on the left side there. Whenever a breaker breaks, it sits in the middle. So just turn it off and then back on to reset it. On the right side is all of your fuses. And I do believe that's about it for this unit. If you've got any other questions on it, please feel free to give us a call, 204-237-7272.